Delaware has officially launched its first Spanish magazine, and I have here with us the editor and writer, Ronaldo, Tello, and Carmelina, Barreto. Welcome to the show. It's an honor to really have you here.
Thank you for having us.
I want to start off with Ronaldo. Can you first tell us a little bit about why you took this initiative to launch Delaware's first Spanish magazine?
Thank you, Yesenia. This is Delaware Hispano is actually the Hispanic magazine in Delaware. We are very proud of the magazine, and I appreciate your question because this is not a commercial magazine. We consider Delaware Hispano a community magazine. And the idea actually came from me and other friends that have been working in, I would say, places like the LACC, places that look for helping people and helping the community. In my case, I'm a mental health counselor, and I knew families needed a lot of information, people needed a lot of information on where to go, where to get resources to get better in life.
Right. And so what are some of the things that we can find in this magazine?
Well, you can find a little bit of everything. We are trying to put an emphasis on education. We are also trying to put an emphasis on what is of interest of immigrants, like the immigration reform, being able to know what resources and places there are for families. Many parents are looking for resources for their children, for example, now for the summer, and we just try to keep them informed. But you can also find just fun stuff like entertainment. We had
Quinceañeras.
Oh yes, we have a. You are probably talking about the contest. We have a contest with local quinceañeras, and this is for the dresses, vestidos de quinceañera, and this is the I would say the section that has been the most talked about. We had more than 5,000 votes for this contest, and this is the final, and people can go to delhispano.com to vote for one of them, and I won't tell you who is first place right now, but anything could change by the 20th of this month.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And quinceañeras is a real big thing in our culture. So for those who aren't aware, can you just tell us a real brief description of the impact of the quinceañera on our culture?
Sure. Quinceañera would be like you would say a sweet 16. But in our culture is los 15 años, the quinceañeras. So it's like sweet 15. And it's really, really important because for us is a moment when the family, it's like the presentation of the daughter to the community. And so dresses are spectacular and parties are really great.
And Sol, can you tell us a little bit about why you got involved with Delaware Hispano?
I got involved with Delaware Hispano out of being inspired by what Ronaldo's vision was and the rest of the team. I was very excited to be offered this opportunity because I feel with all of our different backgrounds, I'm from Puerto Rico, perhaps I could add a different perspective while shedding light to my culture. Although Hispanics, I think we all become a melting pot of some kind. And through my work with the magazine, I'm able to contribute as a writer, as a photographer, as a columnist. I have a section geared towards recipes, healthy recipes for children. And I find when you're culturally moving forward, I think health is a huge concern. And being able to have a single source spot in the magazine for mothers who have stressful schedules and children that become their priority, to be able to reference it. If I'm able to contribute in that way, I think my job is well done. It makes me feel great.
And now I'm actually a mixture of two different cultures. My father's from Dominican Republic and my mother's from Puerto Rico. So can you tell us a little bit about how this will impact our community for the Spanish-speaking only audience. Now, this show does connect the Spanish-speaking only audience, so at this time, if you have anything in Spanish that you would like to address them, this would be the time to do so.
I really appreciate that question. Sinceramente aprecio que podamos decir un poco de la revista en español. La revista Delaware Hispano desde este año se ha convertido en el mejor medio para llevar información a la familia, porque todos quieren abrir una revista. La mamá, el niño, el joven, y no siempre eso sucede con el periódico que es quizás abierto más por el mayor de la casa, ¿verdad? Estamos contentos de que las familias hispanas están abrazando esta revista como suya, porque ese es el fin de nosotros, que sea su revista. Estamos poniendo información, la revista es 90% en español, para que nuestra comunidad realmente pueda tener acceso a los recursos y a todas las facilidades que a veces hay en Delaware, en este estado, y que no siempre nos enteramos porque no siempre la información está en español. Entonces, si quiere encontrar ayuda desde salud, educación, y cómo criar a sus hijos, nutrición, pero también incluyendo cosas quizás más divertidas, como conocer un poco más de los artistas que llegan a Delaware, cómo ha estado sucediendo. Nosotros tenemos una de nuestras portadas fue con los populares Tigres del Norte, que son realmente muy, muy importantes en la cultura mexicana en este caso. Y parte de nuestro equipo, es una cosa que quería decir, gracias al comentario de Sol, tenemos un equipo pequeño pero muy hermoso. Y parte del equipo es Manuel Flores, que es de México, Ameyali él hace la fotografía, Ameyali Basilio, que es asistente de diseño, y ella es también de México.
Ronaldo, I'm so sorry. Actually, this is all the time we have. But I do want to say this is a very important initiative that you have taken. And we will have you back on the show in the future to talk about some other community projects that you have and classes that you offer for the adults and young children who are involved in the magazine.
¿Y tienes una revista para ti?
Gracias. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And stay tuned. We'll be right back with some final thoughts.